Good day, my people. We're here again with another contemplation, and today I am looking at a very interesting topic. I call them amplifiers. These are people who are not originators, they just amplify what any other person does, and they are lacking the depth necessary for them to be originators. These people are the majority. I say they are the majority because work is needed to become an originator, one who is a creator, one who is a source, one who discovers. These are originators. Now they are having amplifiers who help them push or move whatever they do, whether they fail, whether they succeed. There are people whose job, if I may say, is to amplify whatever originators do. So we see these originators pass through things that amplifiers make them go through. Amplifiers, all they just do is to amplify. That's why I call them amplifiers. Let me use Jesus Christ as an example. The Bible tells us that when he came in, there were a lot of people shouting Hosanna, and that was how we got the Palm Sunday. They came with lots of things. They came with palms, cut palms. They were laying it on the ground. Everybody was screaming Hosanna. The city was in uproar. And when it was time to crucify the same Jesus Christ, not long from then, you will also see that this same crowd were the ones shouting, crucify him, kill him. And it brings this question. Then where are those the crowd that were defending Christ, saying, "Oh, Hosanna, Hosanna"? Where are they? This Bible says the same Jews. I'm not having anything against the Jews, please. All I'm just giving is an example. Now we have amplifiers. All they do is to amplify what originators do. An originator falls. Amplifiers are to carry it. They make it a trend, they make it loud, and like that. Originator succeeds, they make it a trend, they make it something worthy of news. But they will not create anything because they are not ready to pass through the process that originators pass through to bring out a fresh content. When I mean content, I'm not talking about just social media. I'm talking of all the things that we can see around us that is changing lives, be it for good or for bad. Somebody created it. These creations are originators. Now, a lot of people desire the life of an originator, the desire, the glory that comes with an originator, but they don't want to pass through the process to become an originator. So the safest space is to be an amplifier. What is the trend? What is happening now? What has happened? Who has fallen that we can mock, that we can retweet, that we can share? Who is successful that we can retreat, we can be happy with, and we can. Because let me tell you something, every amplifier, if given that opportunity, will want to be that originator. And I emphasize, but are not ready to pass through what that originator is passing through. And many or most originators, they don't show you all they pass through. They don't show you the pains, the heartaches, the doubts, and all that. They don't show you. They just edit those parts off and present, which gives a lot of originators the passion to just seek the glory and forget the story. So today, ask yourself this question: am I an originator or an amplifier? That answers all the questions. So all I'm saying is be productive, be useful, and make sure that you are not just amplifying other, spending your entire life amplifying other people's lives. Be it amplifying, oh, this one failed, oh, this one was the latest gossip, so that you can be a channel of distribution, but be a channel of great things, ideas. You can work on something another person has done and bring out a lot of things out of it, modify it. A lot of current inventions are modifications or are based on the principles of Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest scientists, Albert Einstein. All I'm saying is be an originator. Yes, be an originator. Be an originator. And you'll be surprised what you will benefit. It brings satisfaction, it brings peace, it brings joy, it brings a lot of things to be an originator. An amplifier at the end of the story begin to ask themselves, what have I done with my life? What have I achieved? What can be done now? How can I rescue? How can I save myself? So have a nice day and think about this. Am I an originator or am I an amplifier? And if you are an amplifier, you can always change. It's just that you have to be ready to walk the walk. You have to be ready to understand, because there's something I believe: nobody is on this earth that is void of any talent or gift. We all have something that can make the lives of other people better. So originator must not be products alone. It can be services. There are a lot of things. There are a lot of things. So think about it. Think about it. And I pray God will help you, that it will be a wonderful experience. Discovering yourself and becoming that originator, not just an amplifier. Thank you.